Everybody's got that big brush pile, right? Hey, anyway, this video we're going to go help a buddy of mine out. His name's Kenny Dwigans. He has Dwigans Farms. I'm going to try to put a link to his YouTube page in the description somewhere, if I can figure out how to do that. But Ken is he's a beekeeper, but he's a little different because his bees are all wild caught. He traps swarms, and he's got a lot of hives going now and like I said, they're all wild caught. So we're going to go over and help him out. He's going to pull a few frames, and it's a little bit of a long video, but there's a lot of information in it that I didn't know. I'm completely dumb when it comes to honeybees, but yeah, spend the time and watch it, especially if you're interested in bees. You learn a lot. In the future, we're going to tag along with Ken a little more and learn how to trap honeybee swarms, and pretty much go from A to Z on honeybees, on what he does. And he's also big into persimmons. He's a persimmon guy. So watch this video. If you guys want to see more, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and we'll be back with Ken in the future. But try to watch the whole video. He does get stung a few times, which is, feel free to laugh. I didn't get stung any, but I was also kind of staying away from him. But all right, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
Okay.
Rolling now.
Yep. All right, so these are all wild swarms caught from Butler County, and this is on Dwigans Farms. Got a lot of wildflowers here thanks to Butler County Pheasants Forever, and then you have Butler County Beekeepers. They can really help out. They have their meetings about once a month, but essentially I don't buy bees. I catch them out with swarms and I bring them here, and I got some buddies like Dwight Wells and Purdue University that they're working to create the bees that are mite resistant.
Yeah.
Essentially the mites are like a tick but this big, and
yeah,
if they get on a bee, they shorten its life by like 20%.
Yeah.
So, I've got some stuff. I'm going to be sending them off to Purdue University here later to check for mite chewing and genetics, and they're doing a lot of cool work.
Yeah. There's a lot to it, man. Like I said, I've never messed with bees. I've known a lot of people that keep bees, and I felt I can just get my honey from you guys. So
it's an expensive hobby.
it is. They all are, but in the end, it's better for you. That's
Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah. That is.
So I've already pulled one box off. I've got it over there, and I'm going to go ahead and work through. And what I'm trying to do is have 2 deeps that are 8 frames each, with a medium box, and I want to have them, you can get by with 1 10-frame box, but if I'm doing double deep, I'm doing that because I want to have bigger hives going into winter, bigger hives coming out of spring for more honey production.
Yeah.
You got to watch out because they can swarm on you and stuff, but this is
swarming. Is that where they just take off and?
Kind of. I just caught a swarm over there actually, and what it is when the queen, she's laying eggs and she's running out of room, her pheromones will change and their pheromones will change, and finally they realize there's no more room, so they might create like 20 eggs and they'll make queen cells, and as soon as that 5th day they cap them.
Yeah.
They push her out essentially, and they go. Now as a beekeeper, you gotta go find that swarm, and there's 10 different ways you can do it, but essentially I just look at it like, well, they swarmed for whatever reason. I try to give them a home. I got swarm traps all over the place. Yeah. And so as long as they got room, they don't typically swarm unless there's an issue. Like if they get too hot or something, they can, But yeah, I got some sugar water and I've got some smoke going, and I guess we'll just get some gloves on. I'll put my veil on because it's the cold day today and it's already too hot. So
yeah.
So
it is a warm one. This is a spring and fall type activity.
No kidding. Yeah. Well, and the thing is, the goldenrod's coming on right now.
Yeah.
People either hate it or love it, and it's like dirty socks. And if you were to come back in a week or two and you open these up, you'd be like, oh God, what is that? It's that potent.
Really?
Yeah. And so everything here is that I'm pulling off its cap. It's going to be clover, or there might even be a little bit of soybean. They're finding out they're getting like 250 pounds per acre of nectar off of each property, is what I'm told.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is there any issue with that being the GMO soybeans? Has that come up yet? Because I know it's coming up, and I'll get people ask me about the chickens I'm selling, or
I know.
are you feeding non-GMO feed? It's like, no, that stuff's $25 a bag. Do you want to pay me $7 a pound for chicken? No, you don't.
People don't realize
there's so much to it.
Well, and you can get honey right now in the store, and what they're doing is they're taking giant vats, they're taking bee guts essentially, and they're stirring it in like they're making wine, and it comes out as a honey, and it's not honey. It's fake. It's adulterated.
Yeah.
But if you really wanted to get real honey and you stopped all imports, let's just say in the state of Ohio, you'd be paying $20 a jar, and it's just, you know, but that's.
Yeah.
So
it's like anything else, you know, the industrialized stuff, it's got to be there because you don't have enough people willing to do the work. You know, if everybody had their own little farm, you know, you wouldn't need all the industrial food system, but
I think it's going to get
never
there.
Going to have that.
We got all this technology going to come out now, and I kind of think it's going to be funny because we've been getting bigger and bigger equipment. At some point, they're going to start doing the Jetsons, and you're going to have, instead of mowing, you're going to have little yard tractors doing.
Well, have you ever seen that little robot that's kind of like the Roomba? They make them for your garden.
I haven't seen that.
It'll go around and it'll detect a weed, and it's got a little weed whacker.
Oh yeah.
It's like, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
Yep.
But all right, well, I'm gonna get in here and get these.
Man. Yeah,
I'll get my veil on. And I'm gonna get underneath it. I'm gonna pull a frame out and put it into here.
All right, cool.
Oh, something broke. What do we lose here? What do we lose? Well,
Anything important?
just the bottom of a frame I'm not gonna be able to mess with today. That's all right. So see, these are all reserves for winter time. All right, I'm gonna give them some smoke. See how they got, I don't want to burn them up, and I don't want to choke them out. I just want to make them inconvenient enough to get away from it. And then there's sugar water over here too. I could hit them with that. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to move all the frames to one side and pop this one out. Try not to crush anybody. It's always this first one's a pain in the butt to get out. Can you see all the propolis that they use to glue everything together?
Yeah.
Makes a sticky situation. There you go. Oh, no, no. So, I'm going to probably put this back in with them. One heck of a sticky mess there, but they'll clean it up. So, because that honey was not being formed right, and it wasn't formed out, the wax on the other side. So I turned it around, put it in there, and that'll force them. So this box right here, when I put it on 2 months ago, it was pretty much just frames. And so they built everything out in here. And that's why. Be a little wigwam. So, see how they didn't quite, I'll break it over.
Yeah.
See how they didn't quite draw it all the way through? So I'm not gonna mess with this one. I'll let them have it too. I mean, some people might keep it, but I got enough hives here to mess with. I don't want to mess with this one. All right, now we're gonna see what kind of brood we got and stuff, what's going on in here.
So when you leave that in like over winter, they'll eat on that all winter long, right?
Yep, they will make. So bees are a really neat creature because everybody's an individual, but they all work as a unit. And so in the winter time, what they'll do is they'll make a little ball, and whoever's born now is going to be the ones that are going to make it till spring, or their eggs right now, their larvae. These girls will all be dead by probably Christmas or New Year's. Come on, what's holding this thing in there? All right. See, there's a lot of uncapped. I don't want to take that. There's some pollen in there. And so since that bottom frame, so what I'm going to do now, moving that over, I'm going to put this back in there. They're pretty gentle. This hive was a lot hotter a couple months ago. And what I mean by that, yeah, they were just aggressive. But I've seen eggs in here, so they got a queen. And it takes about a month for the queen to, so you can see a little bee right there pollen on her leg. But it takes about a month for her to be born, start laying eggs, and then another 6 weeks for her to come on, the babies to come online. All right. So I think I'm just going to slide this big box over. I'm done with messing with this. So let's see, 8 frames. If each frame weighs, it's not too bad. I have to do the 8 frames because I can't lift the bigger ones. It destroys my back too much.
Yeah.
And I even got down to 5 frames, so. So, you want to bring that camera over here? I'll let you look down in here for a minute. We'll just move a couple of these. We'll get right here into the heart. Let's go ahead and throw some sugar down there. Can you tell they're getting agitated?
Yeah, get a little louder.
See, they're confused because I've just divided their house in 2, but I'll put it back together here in a sec. They'll be all right. Okay, this is going to be full of cat brood. And I'm going to be looking for a queen because I don't want to mess with her. But I don't see, because this is all caps, so she's not going to be laying eggs in there.
Yeah.
Alright, and so, let's see, what do you need me to do so you can take a look at that?
Oh, yeah. That's good, man.
Alright. And so, there's a whole another section of brood in there too. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this down.
So that queen, she could be in any one of these
anywhere.
boxes.
There could even be 2 of them in here, which isn't common. But going into fall, sometimes there's even 2. Now, I don't know where that other frame went. Did I just... Oh, well, I'll pull one out of here and we'll be all right. And so, if I take one of these, if there is a frame in here that they haven't quite drawn out, I could stick it in this heart right here. They'll fill it out next couple weeks, which once I'm done doing this and I downsize everything, I want to make sure that everything's drawn out. So this one's, see how they barely touched it?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're starting to put stuff in there, and that's pollen, and they'll draw this out. So I'm just gonna stick that down in there. Now, if this had been like another 3 weeks from now, I wouldn't have done it, but they need room. They need to grow because they are bringing in resources, and the ash, is it ash? No. You got goldenrod and asters are blooming now. They're starting, and so they need plenty of room to store their stuff in. Okay. Now, I'm also wanting to downsize this box because it's way too big. But if I need to pull resources here at some point to put into a different hive, that works out nice too. But this box on top's a little thin. There's some brood there. So what I can do, I'll be right back. Give me just a second. Go ahead and I'm gonna put these empty frames in there. I'll shake the extra bees off and I'll store these for winter. So that way I got something for springtime. Because this is, yeah, because I've already got it empty in there and then we're good. So just shake them off. There's no honey or resources in that frame. So I can't do that with this one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I'll hold it like this. I'm just trying to get the light. So, capped honey, they're dehydrating honey. That's pollen. They turn into bee bread, cat brood, larva. So this is something I don't want to mess with. I want to put it right back. But take a look at this one first. Yeah, there's not really resources on this one per se. There's a bee bread. So this is going to be a huge overwinter swarm. I'm going to have to downsize this. We're talking, you know. And like I said, we still have goldenrod that can come in. They could fill this thing up maybe. Yeah. I mean, as strong as this hive is looking, maybe I should just leave it be. Oh boy, that's heavy. Here, let me do. I'm gonna let them keep this, but go ahead and come here and hold this. See what you think. Just put your fingers right up underneath.
Yep. Oh wow.
Is that not nuts?
Yeah. That is crazy.
And it's not even full. And then you got something like this, which I'll just, yeah, see, there's nothing on that.
An empty one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like no weight. That right there is worth $3.
You want this in that box?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in that box. So if you got 10 frames and a box, that's $30 for these, plus the box, which is another what, $15?
Yeah.
I know, bee girls, you don't like it. See how they didn't?
Yeah.
They stole the wax from this one to put somewhere else.
Yeah.
So. So I'm just pulling these out to see if there's anything in here. See, like that? So that's right there what I want to put into here, because it's ready for either honey. They scared me. See, no resources on this one, so I don't want to put that right there for a second. I want to verify that there's no larvae in any of these, because I want to take this box away from them. The queen can sting you more than once too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she don't have barbs on her stinger because she goes around and kills all her sisters that are virgin queens.
Yeah.
Whereas the workers, they all have the little barbs on their stingers that pulls it out of their body. Yeah, it's a full commitment kind of thing. Okay, what we got here? I still got enough room? I'm gonna shove you in there. Yep. See, there's a lot of bee bread on there.
Bee bread, is that just pollen?
It's pollen. It's kind of like going from nectar to honey.
Yeah.
From pollen to bee bread. So what they do is they process it with somehow with their natural enzymes, and then they back store it into here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and shake this off. I'm gonna keep this because there's not much resources, and I'll use this for the next one. That way I just keep, you know, because they've got so much stuff in here. I don't really, actually this frame's better. Let's take this out. Come here, girls. I'm gonna just take this. So see, well, it's hard to see, but either way, doesn't matter. Okay. Boy, that's a lot of bee bread. That's good though. I just want to make sure there's no queen on it because I'm going to get a little aggressive with this. You can take a look at that. That's all bee bread. Now, let's see. If I move this, yeah, put it back. Because I'm going to use them. I'm going to close this guy up, this girl. They love being blown on. Sting. All right. So that hive gave about 70 pounds.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
What do you average out of?
Well, it depends on what kind of.
All the boxes there, you consider that one hive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say I was actually trying to get honey, like the Canadian Beekeeper or Michael Palmer.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing a lot more than what I'm doing because I'm more interested in bees that just survive, that don't need maintenance, and I can just take some honey out of them. Those guys are doing whatever they got to make sure their bees are healthy and the most productive. They might get, I think they get like 200 pounds a hive.
Wow.
But they're hiring all kinds of kids, and you know, they're real farmers in the real sense.
Yeah.
So
you're doing it. You're keeping bees more to have the pollinators on your property.
I got tired of giving them away.
Right. Yeah.
And so I said, well, if they're gonna be here, I got one bee tree over there. It's like, well, I might as well give them a safe home, and then that way, if somebody needs a hive or something, like I got a buddy of mine, he's gonna be getting we got 2 traps out that have been sitting out for months now, and the bees have already probably put 30, 40 pounds of honey.
Yeah.
And they're gonna take it, and they're gonna make sure they're overwintered good and have a good spring home, because a lot of these guys, they don't want to give their bees to people that are just gonna kill them.
Right.
Whereas me, on the other hand, good luck, but you know, if I don't, I think I heard the stat is like for every 5 swarms that go out, only one of them will survive because they don't have a good enough home.
Right, right.
I don't know if that's plus someone's, you know what I mean? But stands to reason if you can improve the survivability by 10%. Look at that, listen to that. This thing hasn't been opened in a minute. So that's your inner cover. Sometimes queens can be on there too. So I don't really want to get down into this hive. I just want to check this top box because it's getting too dang hot. And I can see capped larvae right there. So actually, I'll just do this. Now, if I did this more often, I'd probably have a lot better system. I wouldn't talk as much. I'd be a lot faster, but I don't, because I'm more of a persimmon guy than bee guy.
Yeah, we'll have to get some video shot with your process with the trees too.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I'm dumb about that too. I'm trying to get into the I won't say permaculture, but more just growing, having more variety on our place.
So see, bees will typically store the honey on the outside. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this in that box over there. I'm gonna shake these girls off. Here, you can take a look at it if you want. I'll grab another one, we'll take 2 over. But I don't really want to take a lot from them because there's a lot of natural benefits in the natural honey.
Right.
Let's see if this got any kind of brood. This won't work. Okay, yeah, we'll just walk them over there right quick.
Okay.
And they'll come right back. All right, girls, I know that pissed you off. All right. So I pulled that honey out, but now I'm putting honey and bee bread back in. So yeah, I did take from one, but instead of that thing exploding too big, now I'm going to subsidize this a little bit. And if I pull this frame out right here, so see, oh, that's cool. Here, I gotta show you something. Let me just verify something right quick. All right, yeah. So look on the back. This is all drones. These are males. They're stingless. Their only job is to breed.
Yeah.
And if they don't, they get kicked out at the end of winter to starve to death. And they're hatching right now. The only way you get drones is one of 2 ways. Either it's a very healthy hive and they have extra resources, or your queen died and one of the daughters that's not supposed to be laying eggs turns on.
Yeah.
And because they don't have the genetics from another, yeah, see, we're good. So here you can see, let me see if I can't find some eggs real quick. Sweat's in my eye. Well, yeah, I can see royal jelly. So see how the eggs are, the closed cells are smaller?
Yeah.
Those are the daughters.
Okay.
So I'll put this back. I'm not going to pull too much from this hive. I'm going to put another one of these in because I don't want these things sitting out. And so now, and then they've still got another month of resources to pull in. So this is going to be a good hive going in the winter. So what the goal is come springs, I'll be able to take this overwinter queen, sell her, and then, or give her a new home, and then they will make a new queen in the spring, and this will be a honey producer. That's the goal. So let me see, where did you know what? We never did check the other side, did we? That's okay. I gotta. Well, let's see. We're here. How you guys doing on that side? Nope, it's not capped. I'll let them keep it. I'm not greedy. But yeah, you've seen the movie Alien?
Yeah.
Basically that.
Right.
You look inside these things and they just, whatever that movie was, Alien, that they cover everything up with their natural alien wax. That's what these girls are doing. But it's propolis and...
Now, have you had any issue with coons, skunks, anything getting into your hives? I know you put some traps out for the coons every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I've not had any problems with any of that stuff yet, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But that might be because me and the dog are out here so much, and you know, I know skunks, they say, can be an issue. If anything...
One year when I trapped over here, I caught 2 or 3 skunks.
Did you?
Up by that pond, yeah.
Yeah, they love spraying the dog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your place is just perfect habitat for anything, obviously. I mean,
hopefully.
Does well here. There's a lot of water sources. There's, you know, keep things very natural.
Try to keep the invasives at bay a little bit. But, you know, if you watch, a lot of times in the summer, and I guess maybe they're done nesting now, but there's typically a, boy, that's creepy. All that goo. Mockingbirds.
Yeah.
I'll get a mockingbird, he'll chill out here and he'll pop off a couple every hour.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not too worried about it, you know, because, boy, this is why I usually start, after I've been out here for so long, these things get soaked, I start taking stuff off.
Yeah.
I might need your help with this one.
Sure.
It's too much weight. Here, I'll lift it up and you grab it.
A little loaded.
It's a little bit.
The box.
Yeah, come on this side. What I'm gonna do is lift it up just to make sure there's no larva in here. I don't think there is. All right, see? So you see how there's no, that right there is a queen cell, but there's no egg in it.
Yeah.
That's just an emergency, just in case. So what we can do is take this whole box and just, we'll take it over there and sit it down.
Okay.
But I can't lift it if you can. Otherwise, I gotta do something smaller. Oh, cool! Check this out. Looky.
Oh wow.
That's an American
praying mantis.
That's an American praying mantis. The Chinese ones get about that big.
Probably right on the camera too. It's aiming right at him.
High five.
Now, are they any threat to bees? I mean, I don't know what they.
I mean, that queen's laying 1,000 to 2,000 a day.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You know, he's probably looking at us going, "Hey, man, come on, I need you to get off that." There you go. See? Put him right here. Get off. There you go. All right. Here, I'll grab this back and you grab. We'll just try to. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Good Lord, it's stuck. All right.
How much weight is that?
Oh man, that thing's heavy. Hold on a second. Let me, can I get my hand under it?
Yeah.
Or...
I just can't lift it that angle. I'll throw my back out.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I'll get it. Good Lord. You want this on the top?
Yep, we'll take it right over and I'll move that box up. We'll slide it underneath. And you know what I am gonna do? I'm gonna slide one of the medium boxes in here because I want them to use that as an extra storage, and I don't really like pulling honey from it. I'll be right back. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop this one just to make sure it's not honey as well. And if it ain't, then I'll pop it off. I'll slide that one underneath. Neighbor's horses. Ah, you got me. We're all right.
Yep.
Damn it. Dang it, girl.
We got the dump button. We can add the sand.
Oh, hell, I don't care. I just wish she wouldn't have done it.
Did your smoker over there? Oh, hell, you got it right next to it.
Yeah, no, that one, it happens.
Yeah.
She might have just got into a pinch point.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. We'll put this heavy girl back on here. Yeah, I'm gonna move it. You just gotta straighten it up.
Chunk of milkweed or something underneath it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Here. Milkweed pod right there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, got me again. All right,
Yeah.
time to close this hive up. Jinxed it, didn't you?
Yep.
That's what he did. Dang it, Kenny. Let's see here. Where is that? I'll just move on down from this hive. Fred, the praying mantis isn't liking it neither. We'll just step down here for a sec. See, there's a swarm I caught. All right. So see, if you look, let's see, where's the entrance? So if you look, once they tag you, they pretty well like, hey, this is, you know.
Oh, yeah, you're marked now.
Yeah.
They're all coming after you. No, it's like that with yellow jackets anyways. You get stung once and for the next month you got a big old red bullseye on you.
Well, there you go. Now you slowed down. Tell you what we got. It's this big box right here. I'm curious to see what's in this thing. This swarm moved in 2 months ago. And it was all boxes just stacked. So either this is a humongous swarm and it didn't come from my yard.
Yeah.
That's what's wild. Everyone be cool. Nobody in that one. I like to leave empty boxes because they'll move in.
Yeah.
It's the wildest thing. Matter of fact, that was a swarm that moved in too. So, that's the first time this box has been open with these bees in it. And so you can see how the wax is white?
Yeah.
That's all new. Because once they walk on it, it turns yellow and then black. Like this is old. See how it's all old and nasty? And so, let's see what we got in here. We'll pop this. This is an old box. I've had this thing for 20 years. Move them back a little bit. Not a lot of resources in that box. A little bit of weight, but this is why I don't come out here and do all this. Too much.
Yeah.
Too much lifting. I need to get one of the machines that Canadian guy he just brings it over and it grabs onto him and lifts him.
Yeah.
We'll mess with this and we'll take a water break.
Sounds good.
I just wanted to see what's in here. Yeah, before the mites, everyone used to have beehives, and you just go out and you take a little bit. And
Yeah.
see, there's not. I really don't want to take honey from that because
Right.
that's not even worth messing with. And this side's so thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's got its purpose. It's just, you know. So let's see what this. Cause don't we have a couple frames over we can put over there yet, right? I can move. Oh, there we go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, grab that one. How much do you think that weighs? Solid 8?
Oh, yeah.
Put that. So we'll just grab a couple frames out of this because they got more than enough back fed. Because I guarantee you, just by looking at how much honey's up here, that this thing's just full of brood. Here, I'll give you that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have you double hand this stuff.
Yep.
Just hold it like that.
Don't pinch one here.
Oh, they'll let you
I'm
know.
gonna squeeze one of your bees.
They'll let you know. They'll say, hey now. All right, see how we're not wanting to take that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you can actually see there's a called a VHS. Put this against my belly. See how that's uncapped?
Yeah.
Uncapped, uncapped. They're chewing that open because they smell a mite.
Oh.
And it lowers the humidity level, supposedly, is what I understand. I could be totally wrong. But by lowering that humidity level, it kills the mites somehow. Now, I don't know how,
Yeah.
but between that and chewing on them, I'm going to take this, show this, I'm going to move them over, I'm going to grab that side, and then we'll go over and put those in. Because this is, you can see they're chewing them open. I don't know if your camera can see it. Look at all that.
Yeah.
That's money, baby. So see, that right there is worth just as much as a jar of honey.
Right. Right.
Okay, I'm gonna scoot these girls over. Damn, we'll leave this in there. Okay, here, we'll go and put these away. See, I'm gonna take this. That's my daughter, right? That is.
Peacock or, I was going to say, is that peacock or a kid? I'm not sure.
I think that's my daughter on her four-wheeler. Alright, I'm gonna grab one of the other ones. I mean, that's not, but you know, that's not bad for not paying for a hive and just moved in.
Yeah. They're all wild caught.
You know, now they might have came from the neighbors. I don't know, but here's the thing: if I'm catching 20 swarms,
Yeah.
and I know they ain't mine,
Right.
because I'm catching them before in the spring, you know, it's like, well, where are these coming from? And it stands to reason that at least one or two of them are coming from bee trees that survived the winter naturally.
Yeah.
And I don't, you know, I'll pull this one out just to show it.
So typically, if you've got bees, say an individual has, you know, they've got a couple hives, as long as the queen's intact, everything's good, the bees are happy, their bees won't swarm.
As long as they got room.
Right. Once
They're
unhappy, they're gone. So
I think we're gonna keep this one. Yeah, we're gonna keep that one. Yeah, as long as they got room and resources are coming in,
right.
She'll lay 2,000 eggs or 1,800 eggs a day.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and close this girl up. Well, no, I gotta put one back in there. And so, see, this is also a good thing to do, where you cycle through equipment.
Yeah.
Because the stuff gets old. Hell, we'll close this one up and then we'll take a ride. I need to cool down. Then we'll fill up that last box and call it a day.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate you having me come over, man.
Hell, I'm glad you came out. Let's
Learning.